Hey there, Hofstra fans. Welcome to this week's edition of the WB Mason Coaches Report, right here on GoHofstra.com. I'm Mike Sullivan, joined as always this week by head coach of the Hofstra women's basketball program, Krista Kilburn-Steveskey. Coach, how's everything going today?
It's going well.
Coming off a two-game week for your program. First two games at home over at the Max Sports Complex. Tuesday, you fall to Boston College. Friday, you come back, a nice effort against Fordham, beat them 77-63. Take me through the week. What did you think of your team?
We were really ready for Boston College on Tuesday night, having our home opener here, and it was a tough one. You know, ACC opponent, very, very skilled and great size, and we just, we did a lot of, believe it or not, a lot of good things, did some really good things defensively earlier, and just didn't handle some of the momentum shifts.
I want to talk to you about Anman. Only 8 minutes against BC, comes back so strong Friday against Fordham. What does that tell you about her importance to this team?
Well, I mean, we knew that. We knew that was a little bit of a blow, not having a healthy AO at that game. I thought we had a lot of great looks. I thought Annie Payton, did a good job trying to hold the fort down, and we had a lot of folks try to contribute, and we didn't shoot very well, and then that shooting eventually affected our defensive prowess on the other end. So it was nice to quickly have to flush that one, and then get ready and have a healthy AO to play against Fordham.
Annie Payton, career high 21 points against the Eagles Tuesday, averaging in double figures through 3 games per senior season. A player I know you saw a lot of growth from last year, but how far has she come from her freshman season to now?
Just leaps and bounds. I think you're looking at 2 seniors in this program that have gotten the most out of their education and their most out of their athletic abilities, and just really dialing in, because you had 2 kids that had to buy some time, had to learn, had to grow, and stayed the course. All the things that we'd like to continue to teach, the values that we are really trying to instill in young women these days, about you don't always get exactly what you want at the second that you get it, and to see them have success now is a wonderful feeling, and I can't be more proud of both of them, and as we make our quest for success here this year.
Against the Rams Friday, a team a year ago, 26 wins, 3rd round of the WNIT, and really you had the game in hand for much of the second half. Were you surprised at how well your team fared?
I know we have a good thing, so certainly surprised is not the word. I was very excited, to get us back going on the right track. When you have, I always say, like, all coaches, don't get too high, don't get too low. It takes a little bit of the wind out of your sail when you felt like you could compete, on Tuesday night, and you just had had some issues. So I just felt very good about us coming back and getting on the right track, and and really just playing with a lot of confidence. I think that's what we did. That we just didn't quite do as well on Tuesday. We didn't let anything take our confidence away. So just very proud. Surprised, certainly not. Geared up, ready. Team was fired up. They knew the success of Fordham, and they certainly were fired up to try to flush one down and get back on the winning track. So I can't say enough about a total team effort, against Fordham.
Ruth Sherrill, a career high 13 rebounds. Ruth, as well as Alo Ediforoka, they've been efficient on the glass. Offensive rebounding as well. Through 3 games, the 2 of them in the post. How important have they been?
Well, you got to throw sit-ups in there too, because it's nice having a team that can rebound. I've just been just kind of like waking up. That's the part where you're surprised and you're smiling from ear to ear, is that you got, you can keep rotating them in, and you can keep, the defensive pressure on, and you got folks that just are attacking the boards. So very proud of all 3 of them. I thought Ruth had a dynamic game. She's so mobile. She's dangerous. She's getting better and better. You're going to see some great improvement in her and Alo as the season goes on. Kind of what I said about the sophomores at the beginning of this and some of the media day stuff. We need games under our belt as they develop and as they grow and as they learn. So I couldn't be more proud of them, and we're moving forward. So
I know you're proud of the defensive effort as well. Why is this group of players through 3 games have been so effective on the defense then?
Well, I mean, defense has got a couple things. Number one, they believe in it. They trust that process of it. They see the value of it. And it's got to be seen even very clearly, even if we were having nights that we're struggling putting the ball in the hole. So, and that's where sometimes it can be tested. But they really, they see success. I mean, Alexis Carter is just dynamic on the defensive end, and Sydney Epps, and then you have Andreana Thomas, who has always been a phenomenal defensive stopper. And even though the Rooney kid had some points, I thought Andreana did a great job against her, and obviously had a great offensive night as well.
this week, a couple of more teams from power conferences. You head out to Chicago
Yeah.
to face Northwestern of the Big Ten. Return home Saturday night. You take on Virginia Tech, another team out of the ACC. Last year, you faced Northwestern in the Holiday Invitational. You
Right.
beat them, but I know there's some differences with this year's squad.
Yeah.
What's the scouting report?
Well, yeah, and just kind of reflecting on the three veterans, Ao, Annie Payton, and Andra, and Anma, and Dre.
Mhm.
Andre, did I get that? There's three. Annie Payton, Anma, and Dre. A lot of A's there. Those three played so well. The veterans stepped up. Andra played one of the best floor games she's played all year. So you kind of take that into Northwestern. That's like the key. They're a different team. Andra came by the office yesterday and was watching film, with me. They're all going to be surprised today when they see a little bit of their makeup. They're a completely different team than they were last year. So we relied really heavily on our veterans in the Fordham game, and I feel like you got three really good kids that are going to give whatever they need to give for this team. If Andrea's scoring some points or if she's having 12 assists, if Annie's contributing and then stopping shooters and then Ao's playing all over the page, just really proud of them. So we're going to lean heavily on them on a road trip, for them to kind of carry that torch and then bring everybody along with us. So that's probably number one, going away and having a business trip and want to take care of business.
Virginia Tech off to a very good start, all of their wins by double digits. So you have them the
Yeah.
second game of the week, but overall for a couple of games against
Right.
a couple of good programs, what's going to be the key to get a couple wins?
Yeah, I can't keep talking enough about obviously the defense. That's one thing consistently you can count on yourself doing night after night. But the things that we are doing well, we're communicating, we're staying together, and being playing as a unit, and everybody kind of playing their role and knowing their role. So I think as their roles are developing, it's just another very important week, and nothing's more important than the first game, which is Northwestern, and then quick turnaround against another really good ACC school. So we're excited, we're ready for the challenge, and this game experience is going to really help us come our conference time, and that's what you're doing this for. So defensively, taking that nod and really sharing the basketball. So.
The Hofstra Pride women's basketball team 2-1 through 3 games this season. They face Northwestern on the road Wednesday night. Return home Saturday to take on Virginia Tech at the MAC. For head coach Krista Kilburn-Steveskey, I'm Mike Sullivan. Thanks for tuning in to the WB Mason Coaches Report.